SummerSlam 2009 was what I thought was a strong effort, strong pay-per-view effort from the WWE. Most of the matches were very good, including excellent main event with a pretty good aftermath that sent the fans home happy. Um, for a show that was hyped up extremely poor by the WWE, it definitely delivered far better than expected. Um, but yeah, let's get right down to it. The SummerSlam 2009, the first of many SummerSlams, unfortunately, to take place at the same arena, the Staples Center. This is the first SummerSlam straight. The first SummerSlam that continues in 2010, 11, 12, 13, now 14. So, yeah, here we go. SummerSlam is from Los Angeles, California, and here we go. The first match is the Intercontinental title match between Rey Mysterio and Dolph Ziggler, and this was actually a hell of an opening match. The crowd seemed very into this match, and they had a lot of there were a lot of near falls in this match. Ziggler even had some very audible chants from the crowd in his favor. But Ray wins by reversing a gutbuster off the top rope into a Hurricane Rana. But the match itself was so well worked that this loss didn't hurt Dolph Ziggler at all. Okay, now we get MVP versus Jack Swagger. This was a decent match, but it was too short to really get anything going. They cut a promo before the match, billing this as the spoiled jock versus the ex-con tough guy. Somewhat of a surprising finish having MVP go over here, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. This came off as filler on TV. And this pretty much was filler on a pay-per-view. So, yeah. Now we get the WWE Tag Team Championship match. Chris Jericho and The Big Show against Crime Time. This match was pretty good. It took a little bit of time to get going, but people started to get into this by the end. The finish came a little abruptly for my taste, and it really didn't do much to elevate Crime Time, to say the very least. But there wasn't a whole lot of complaining about. But it's worth a look. Now we get Kane versus the Great Khali. This match sucked. This is a poor match to say the very least, which is exactly what most sane wrestling individuals were expecting. It wasn't Sharmell versus Jenna from TNA Victory Road, but there was absolutely nothing of merit in this match. It wasn't even good filler. This match sucked ass. Now we get DX, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H against Legacy, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase. It was a very good, long match. The crowd was very into DX, and DX got the win in the end. But they did a good job of elevating Legacy and making them look like incredible opponents. Plus, it's always great to see Shawn Michaels in the ring again. All around, I thought it was a definite thumbs-up match, and everyone worked hard in this match for sure. Which brings us to the ECW title match, Christian versus William Regal. This match lasted less than 10 seconds. The bell rang, Regal turned around, take his robot. Christian hits him with the kill switch for the 1-2-3. After the match, Ezekiel Jackson and Kozlov beat down Christian, and they were probably short on time, but couldn't they cut Kane and Khali instead of griping the fans on what could have been a very good match? There's really nothing to see here. What a waste. Now we get the rematch from last year's SummerSlam, or 2 years ago. John Cena versus Randy Orton. This one was strange to say the very least. The match was good until the finish, when Orton shoved the referee and intentionally got disqualified. Lillian Garcia, in an epic moment, said the winner and the new WWE champion was Randy Orton. Then she said that Vince McMahon ordered the match to restart under a new set of the rules, claiming Orton would lose the belt if he gets disqualified again. Orton quickly got himself counted out, and again the match ordered to restart, this time stating that if Orton was disqualified or counted out, the belt would change hands. Orton then pinned Cena using the ropes, Another ref came down and got the match restarted again. Cena finally gets the upper hand on Orton in the STF, and right when it seemed Randy Orton would tap, a fan ran into the ring and broke it up. Once the confusion died down, Orton hit the RKO for the pin. So basically, Cena looked like a fool 4 times in a row. Anyways, I can give them credit for trying something different because they feuded so much in the past, but this was one of those finishes you either loved or you hated. Which brings us to the main event, the TLC match for the World Heavyweight Championship, with Jeff Hardy going up against CM Punk. And this match was tremendous, absolutely tremendous. They didn't have quite as many spots as you'd like to expected, but their timing was superb, and everything they did looked good. The last spot in particular, with the big ladder and the announce table, was pretty freaking phenomenal. Punk gets a clean win and the title in a great match. After the match, The Undertaker returned to a huge pop and chokeslammed The Undertaker, so at least the crowd got a happy ending. So yeah, this was an enjoyable pay-per-view. The wrestling was of a very good quality overall, and I don't think anyone who's seen this show would feel slightly out of their money's worth. It's worth having in your collection if you have a DVD, or if you still have a DVD collection, that is. And it would be nice to go back and forth and watch it from time to time. And it seems it's been a while since I said that about a WWE pay-per-view. So that is SummerSlam 2009 out of 10. I'm going to rate this a 7.5 out of 10. Best match of the night, hands down, is CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy. And the worst match of the night is hands down either it's a tie, either Christian versus William Regal or Kane versus the Great Khali. Figure it out. One of the two, I don't know. Figure it out. So yeah, that's SummerSlam 2009. Coming up next, SummerSlam 2010.